Good morning, besties. Welcome to another beautiful, lovely day. In today's video, we're gonna do some updates because I feel like we haven't really had a sit down chatty video in a while, and I have some things to update you guys on. There have been some changes that I have recently been going through. So the first major change is that I have been going to go see a nutritionist to help with my eating. Obviously, I have PCOS, and with PCOS comes insulin resistance, and there's high cortisol, and I wasn't really doing the best that I could when it came to nutrition. Obviously, you guys know that I work out consistently. I'm very active, and that was my major concern why I went to the nutritionist, because obviously, like, I work out pretty much every single day. I'm very active. There are days where I have multiple workouts in the day, but yeah, I was not losing any weight. I was just maintaining it. So I finally found a nutritionist that I think I like. I had gone to nutritionists before, but they were never helpful. Like, all it was just the basic information. Here's the my plate, eat like this, figure it out. And I'm like, but I need help. Like, I obviously am not good at nutrition. This is why I'm here. And so I finally found someone that actually sat down, explained why I am not able to lose weight because of my PCOS and my insulin resistance. And then she gave me a meal plan that is very detailed, and it's not restrictive in any way. She's not making me count my calories, and I'm so far really enjoying it. So she explained to me that the reason why I haven't lost or gained weight is because I have been very consistent with my workouts. So essentially, I'm just maintaining weight. And had I not been working out, I would have gained more weight, but because I am working out, it's maintaining the weight. But with the insulin resistant, my metabolism moves a lot slower. And so she did tell me, I know your goal is to lose weight, but at first you might not notice any changes in your weight. But what we're doing is we are fixing, or we are helping to improve your insulin resistance. And so I was like, okay, let's do it. So I have decided to dedicate myself for the next 3 weeks to that. I will say, and I disclaimer, I have a trip coming up that I'm going to be going on, and I'm obviously not going to be eating according to my meal plan. And that is why I kind of went back and forth on whether I should say something now or later. But you guys know me, and I say it's better to start things now. I easily could have waited until I went on my trip to even go see the nutritionist, but time is passing us by anyways, and life is not ever going to be so perfect that you're going to never have a little hiccup along the road. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start it now. I'm going to dedicate myself for these 3 weeks. I'm going to go on my trip. I'm going to enjoy myself. So yes, if you see me having a coffee, or if you see me eating carbs, enjoying my life, let me. Thank you very much. But then when we come back, we'll get right back into it. But so far, it has really helped me feel less swollen, less bloated in my face. I can instantly feel it. Like, I used to be able to cup my cheeks a little bit more, especially like right in the morning. And I feel like right in the morning, my face has not been as swollen. So that is a major change that I've been going through. And I'm excited to bring you guys along with me on this journey and see what positive changes come about. But let's go ahead and get our day started. I'm also, if you haven't been keeping up, in the process of trying to reconnect with my creativity. I have felt in a bit of a funk, and right now I just realized that I think a huge part of my creative block too was feeling that I couldn't say things, because you guys know I like to share. Sometimes I overshare, and I love sharing. I love being able to connect with people through my personal experiences, and because I was conflicted on whether or not to say, hey, I'm going to see a nutritionist, I think that blocked me. But now that we have decided that we will allow me to go on this journey and not be perfect with it, I feel good. So maybe creative blocks unlocked. Okay, let's find a page here to complete. This is a perfect one. It says, the person I blame for being blocked is ... me. Okay, so on top of going to see a nutritionist, I have also been leveling up my workouts. So for a while there, I was focusing mainly on my 3-pound weights and my 5-pound weights. And while these did help me to really perfect my posture, because that's what my overall goal was with using the lighter weights, was to make sure that I am engaging my core at all times. But I think I stayed a little bit too comfortable with those weights and I wasn't really challenging myself at some point. So if you've been keeping up with my videos recently, I recently went to go try a reformer Pilates class and a cycling class, and both of those challenged me and made me realize that I can do a lot more than I give myself credit for. But I will say that that definitely did help me, because as I was going to the classes and the instructors are walking around making sure that everyone is doing the movement right, maintaining their posture, they would walk past me and they'd be like, "Oh, good job, Crystal," or like, "You're doing so good." And I'm like, yes, clearly it worked. But I think I stayed a little too comfortable because at some point I just was not pushing myself anymore. So again, when I went to these classes, I realized I am a lot stronger than I give myself credit for. With the Pilates classes, it's a lot of core strength and I have been killing it in them. Granted, I will say I struggle a lot with my legs. If you remember when I went to the cycling class, I said that my legs were my weakest link. And it has been confirmed when I went to the nutritionist appointment. She did a full body scan and the part where I have the least muscle is my legs. So I have really been trying to prioritize a lot more lower body workouts. And when I went to the cycling class, they automatically made me pick up 10 and 15 pound weights because they did not have anything less than that. And I realized I could do it. Like, I was killing it there too. And I was like, okay, I could definitely lift more. So now I've been challenging myself to do my 7.5 pound weights and my 10 pound weights because I do not have 15 pound weights. But it's still a challenge because, again, I'm going from my 5 pound weights to a 7.5 pounds. It's increasing, and then eventually I will invest in purchasing maybe the 15 pound weights. But anyways, I have been leveling up my workouts and I'm definitely feeling a sweat, and I'm so excited, and it's made me relight the fire to work out because now I'm really just feeling the strength. I'm feeling toning up, and the sweat, man, the sweat is what gets me. I love breaking a good sweat. Okay, real quick. So as you guys saw, I just went from my 7.5 pound weights to my 5 pound weights because even though I am challenging myself, I'm still making sure to listen to my body, because there are certain moves that I still can't do with a heavier dumbbell. And if I push myself to do that, it could very much lead to an injury, because right now when I was doing this, I literally felt my arm go back because it was too heavy. So this I'm able to still do. I can feel the proper muscle being used and I'm not hurting myself. So I'm still, again, listening to my body because I want to make sure that, yes, I am challenging myself, but I'm still maintaining proper form. Because if you're lifting too heavy, what you do is you slouch forward so that you can lift the heavy weight versus making sure that you maintain the proper posture and you're engaging the right muscles as well. So just to keep that in mind. Okay, all done with my workout and I ended up burning 420 calories. Guys, if you remember, I said at the beginning of the year that I wanted to level up my workouts to hit 400 calories burned. We're doing it. So let's do a quick little recap on how the meal plan's been going. I went to see my nutritionist at the beginning of this month, and then I'm set to see her 3 weeks from that point. I am on week 2, and honestly, it has been such an easy transition. Again, I love that it's not restrictive in any way. It's what I was already eating in a sense, but with less carbs. And it's also helping to level out my insulin so that I'm not spiking it so much. And I'm also avoiding sugary drinks, which that has been hard, but not as hard as I thought it would be. Like, I obviously miss grabbing a cup of coffee, but I never needed the coffee. I was never addicted to the coffee. I just wanted it. It was like a little splurge. If I really wanted it, I could have it on my free day, but I haven't been going to get a coffee because I, again, decided to dedicate myself for these 3 weeks here and just see what results I could get. And so far it's been, again, pretty much an easy transition. And if I crave something, what's different from this time around, from the first time I ever went on a weight loss, the first time around I was like craving the foods that I couldn't eat or shouldn't eat, in a sense, like chips and like junk food. And so I would cry because I wanted that stuff. But now I'm like, I could feel the difference in where I just want a little bit. Like, I just want the taste, and then I'm good. I'm satisfied. Like, sometimes I'm obviously eating clean for the week, and then randomly I'm like, I kind of want hot Cheetos. Like, the other day I literally said I wanted hot Cheetos. So I got a bag of hot Cheetos. I only ate about half of them, and then I gave the other half away. And then again, like several days later, I kind of wanted some hot Cheetos, and so I literally grabbed a handful, and then that was it. So moderation. And it's actually funny because at the beginning, when I first started the meal plan, I did have like those little anxious feelings where I would have my breakfast and then I would wait until it was my snack time, so at 10 a.m. And I was just kind of like, oh, I'm getting hungry. I wanted my little snack, so then I would have my snack, and then I would get antsy, and then I would be like, okay, it's almost time for lunch, and then I would have my lunch, and then again, like, I would wait for my next meals, and I would get hungry. But I think it was more so a mental thing because I was eating, if not more protein than I was before. I think before I was filling myself up with more carbs and not prioritizing as much protein, because now that I am dedicating myself to this meal plan, I'm literally eating more protein. So much so that I would serve myself the portion she told me, and I was like, this is a lot of meat. Like, I'm not used to eating this much meat, because again, before I would serve myself maybe the same amount, but I would prioritize more carbs than I would the meat. And it's really helping me to visually see how I should be eating for myself. Again, like with the eggs, like this is a lot of eggs, and normally I would do like 1 egg, but this is an egg and half a cup of egg whites with veggies in it, and it's filling, you know. So it's been a little bit of a change and adjustment, but now I'm actually forgetting to have my snacks, which is probably bad. I need to, you know, make sure that I'm sticking to it. But I'll like be at work minding my business, and then before I know it, I'm like, oh, it's 10:30, I should have my snack now. So then I'll grab my snack and I'll eat it, and I'm not waiting for the next meal. I am satisfied until the next meal, and then when the next meal comes, I eat what I need to eat, and then I move on. So it has been, so far, not that hard of a transition. I've been loving it. Like I said, I feel less bloated, less swollen, so I feel good. And I don't really see the change, but other people are seeing the change. They'll tell me that they could see that my stomach looks a little less bloated, and you know, you're always your harshest critic, so you don't see that, but I feel it though. I don't see it, I feel it. And either way, I feel like it's been good and I'm enjoying it. So I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my breakfast and do some editing. Okay, time to make lunch. I'm going to make a chicken, well, she called it a poke bowl, but with chicken. I don't know if it's really a poke bowl because I don't know what makes it a poke bowl, but I'm going to use whole grain rice. I'm going to try to make this like the chipotle chicken and, no, not chicken, cilantro lime rice. So we have half a cup of rice, but I'm going to wash it. Okay, so I actually don't know what I'm doing, so I'm hoping for the best. I'm gonna add just a little bit of garlic in here for some flavor to the rice. And then we're gonna take a little lime and squeeze it into the water. Give it all a good little mix. So now the way that the nutritionist is having me measure out what I'm eating is through counting the grams of the protein that I have. So I have a little scale that I bought. First I put the saran wrap down. This way I can measure the protein. So I'm gonna throw it on there. This is at 177 grams. I am to do 120 grams. So I'm gonna cut this up. What I've been loving most about this meal plan that I've been on is that I don't have to spend as much money at the grocery store because I'm just basically eating the same stuff. So I bought the proteins that I needed when I first started, so like on week 1. And since then, I've only had to repurchase the bags of lettuce, maybe the cucumbers, the strawberries, and it's not that bad. I'm paying like $30 every time I go to the grocery store for a week's worth of food. So I love it. I'm gonna start by weighing the chicken one piece at a time. 128.6. Okay, this should be good enough. I'm gonna have a bunch of other stuff, so this is good here. Sad update, we don't have cilantro, so I guess I made lime rice. We'll hope for the best. Anyways, I'm also gonna make a little guac. Here's where I get creative. She said that I could have half a half an avocado, and that I can do vegetables libres, so I could add as many vegetables as I'd like. So I'm gonna make myself a little guacamole. Last week when I made this poke bowl, I tried to make it like an actual poke bowl where I added edamame. I think I added I don't think I added cucumber, but I think I added like carrots and just a bunch of other things, and I didn't really love it. So now I'm gonna make it kind of like a poke bowl, but a la mexicana. So instead of it being more of like a refreshing bowl, I'm gonna make it a savory bowl. Okay, rice just finished. And now we're gonna do a side of lettuce, and I like this one because it has a mix of like carrots, it has red cabbage. I have to dig for these. I'm adding in my cherry tomatoes. Here is my protein. And lastly, my guac. Okay, this smells delicious. I am so excited to dig in and give this a try. Oh my goodness. Cheers. That was so good. I smashed it. Like, thank you, me. I have risen from my nap and I am going to watch a little movie and do a little craft. I've been watching a lot of shows and movies recently, but I, for some reason, woke up with the desire to watch something new. So I was searching and I came across a good little fall vibe movie. I'm waiting and so excited for fall to come. I'm gonna watch Practical Magic for the very first time. I've heard great things about it. I've never seen it. I don't know why this gives me fall vibes. Practical Magic gives me fall vibes. I even turned on my little lamps here instead of my ceiling light because it gives more of a cozy vibe. I don't know, I'm just feeling very cozy today. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on this. I'm so excited. Shit. Oh my god. Oh, I got distracted. Pop it off. Call me a builder. I'm gonna build a whole train. Guys, we love women in STEM. What the heck? This is so fun. We just got back from our walk. I took a quick body shower and now I'm just doing my skincare for the night. And I think I'm gonna have myself a little bit of a pamper session. First, I'm gonna use these. They are the, I don't know how you pronounce this. Is it Tenzero, Enzero, not sure. Sika, Kika hydrogel eye patches. Oh my god, I probably butchered those. So they come with a little spatula to scoop them up. Also, which way is the right way to wear these? I do not know. I've tried both ways. And I used to be the type of person that would wear it this way, like big side on the inside, but recently I've been wearing these this way, and I kind of feel like they make more sense. I don't know why, but I don't know if there's like a right way. These are the Madagascar Centella Quick Calming Pads. I love these. You guys have definitely seen me use this before, and I have been using these. I'm almost out. I'm gonna need to purchase some new ones. I'm gonna let these marinate on my face and I'm gonna get back to my building. I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave off here for the night, but I'm pretty proud of what I did accomplish. Honestly, I could keep going, but it is also getting pretty late and I want to start my night routine. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it off here and I'll get back to this tomorrow. But it was actually so much easier than I thought it was going to be. The last time that I did the other one, here, I'll show you guys. This one, I was so stressed out, but with this one you have to glue the pieces together, and I think that's what was stressing me out. This is actually like a puzzle. The pieces just stick perfectly together and it's a lot easier, and I want to keep going, but I'm gonna control myself and put a little pause on this. Also, the movie was pretty good. I wouldn't say I'm obsessed with it, but I mean, it was a good watch. I enjoyed it. It was the first time I've ever seen practical magic, and I loved the acting in it though. Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman. Oh my god. Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman did amazing. And I did actually see that there's going to be practical magic too, so I would be down to watch that. So now we move on to the night routine. First thing I'm going to do is finish off with this Kerastase night serum, and I have to say I'm almost out. I don't think it's worth the money. I don't think it did anything, if I'm being honest. I am going to switch back to my regular oil that I would always purchase. Personally, it did not help my hair. Maybe it's just not for curly, thick hair. I feel like it smells divine, but does nothing for my hair. Also, I just stopped pumping. I am going to go to sleep now because I need to make sure that I am fully rested for tomorrow morning. Another thing I forgot to mention earlier was that I stopped taking pre-workout, and honestly, it's been a lot easier to quit it. I just quit it cold turkey because the nutritionist recommended I don't take it. She said it's fine if I wanted to take it because the pre-workout I was taking had a lower dose of caffeine, but regardless, I still had caffeine, so she didn't really recommend that I did take it. And so I was like, all right, I'll just stop taking it. And I realized that I didn't even really need it because whenever I do any other workout throughout the day, like if I go to a workout class, if I go running, I never take pre-workout. I would only take pre-workout in the morning. I think it slowly just became a part of my routine, and I was using it more so just to wake up. I didn't really need it to work out, and I've just been able to be without it, so I'm fine. But I want to make sure that I'm having, you know, good sleep, and hopefully now that I don't have that caffeine right in the morning, hopefully it'll help me have much better sleep, because I was sleeping a good amount of hours, but I would still feel very tired in the morning. And I don't know, was it related to that or not? Not sure. I haven't been without it for that long. We'll see as time goes along. But it's time to go to sleep. Another thing is that I have not been doing my morning pages because I didn't have a journal. However, I just remembered that I had this one. This is a journal I bought a while ago because I was going to turn this into a recipe book. Wait, where are my recipes? Oh, here they are. I was going to turn it into a recipe book, and I just have not been using it for that. I think honestly I'm going to make a digital recipe book and use this as an actual journal. So I'm excited to use this. Oh, actually they ripped out pretty easily. See, I had this sourdough chicken sandwich. I do make a pretty good sourdough chicken sandwich, if I do say so myself. I also had baked broccoli, macaroni and cheese, chicken piccata, chicken katsu curry. Oh my god, chicken everything. No kidding, chicken pad thai. So I'm gonna save these for when I do start working on that digital cookbook, and now I'll be able to, one, save some money because past me bought this, not present me, so I don't gotta spend money, and now I can use this to journal in. So I have a whole fresh journal that I can use. So I'm gonna quickly do a little night journaling, meditate, and drink my little tea and call it a night.